discuss my honest truth on being a single woman at 26 years old. Being single for me is, I say, maybe 85% of me being content with being single, and the other 15% like, I wish I had someone. I have my moments where I just feel free. Like, I don't have to worry about anyone else. I get up, I do for me and me only. Then I have those moments where I'm either fixing brunch for myself or I'm out and about, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had a partner to share these moments with. 85% of that contentness, if that's even a word, it comes with knowing that getting a man is so easy. I was in a relationship, and in the beginning, it was so easy because there weren't much expectations. I honestly didn't expect much. I was younger, you know, I was in love, you know, I wasn't worrying about being supported, or I wasn't worrying about communication. As you get older, you realize love is just the base. You need way more than love to have a good, fulfilling relationship. And that part is what's not easy to come by. I will never settle to be in a relationship. I don't even settle much in life. So me settling for a relationship would be crazy. Like, it would be really crazy. No one else's relationship has ever presented itself as relationship goals for me. It honestly comes from seeing couples who look like they're so happy, but behind closed doors, they really don't want to be together. Being that I've seen that, it makes me even more content with waiting. I remember one time, one of my friends told me, I want what you and so have. She was talking about our relationship. I said, no, you don't. During that time, we were in a really good space. You know, I was in love. We were in a really good space, but I always had the mindset, never want what someone else has, because you do not know what's going on behind closed doors. So yeah, that's what keeps me afloat in my waiting season, because I mean, why would I settle? Like, I literally settle for nothing else in the world. So settling for a man would be kind of crazy. You know, this is not Betty Wright. When Betty Wright said having a piece of man is better than no man. Like, why would you say that? Like, come on, Betty, why would you say that?
Single, 30 plus women with no kids. Report here. I have a question. Are we preparing to be stepmoms? Step-parents? Because you know they say you gotta prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And the way that it's going right now, our chances are getting slim. So what we doing? Is that what we doing? Let me know.
I never thought people would ask me this, but I get a lot of comments and questions about just like living on my own and being single in my 20s and how I stay content. It's been almost 7 years I've been living on my own, and honestly, there is just like a peace about it, especially because I grew up very crazy. I used to move every 6 months. I basically lived out of like a black trash bag, but it's one of them, you know, hefty trash bags. Keep all my stuff in there and no holes popping out. The biggest question is people ask me if I'm lonely. If I wasn't a Christian, I probably would be, and I'd be seeking out all kinds of stuff. It's so important to have community, which a lot of my friends are from church. Like the girl I'm meeting up with now, I met her at Young Adults. Especially here in the Midwest, it's like such the thing to marry your high school sweetheart, start a family, buy a house in the country around the cows in the cornfield. Just never pictured my life like that. Like in high school, I was honestly just seeing if we gonna have electricity or not. I feel like so many of the influencers, you know, they show you their day in the life as like a wife and a mom and all this other stuff, which period, girl, it's not the realistic lifestyle for all of us. I'm just not in that season of my life. I really enjoy where I'm at in my life right now. Dang, that weed whacker is so loud. Let me know where you guys are in your life right now. As somebody in their 20s, I don't stress about my future. I really don't. I stressed about so many things as a child. If I have a roof over my head, clothes on my back, and food in my tummy, and money to pay my rent, girl, I do not stress. I want to steward every single season I'm in. You know, sometimes I do have mental breakdowns because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Another thing people talk to me about all the time is like marriage and stuff. And girl, let me tell you something right now. I am on God's timing. I've never been the girl that's just like, I need to be married. I need to have my house with a picket fence. That's not something I would ever try to like rush or make happen on my own time. And I think people are in that season where they really want to be a wife and a mom and stuff, and like I don't really know what to say. Something I always ask myself is, what am I doing for the kingdom now? Like, how am I treating people now? What am I trusting God with now? A thing with our society is that people are never content. So like, yeah, once you get what you've been praying for, are you truly going to be content, or are you just going to want the next season? Even in this season, this is the most stable I've ever been in my whole life. Content Sometimes it does get a little boring, but I'm like, you know what? This is literally what I prayed for as a child. Since I have friends who are married, I have friends who have kids. I have some friends who have never ever lived on their own. Everyone's just in different seasons, girl. Oh, my mustache outfit. We're doing comfy, cute, casual.
Nothing really matters when you have the freedom to reinvent yourself. Yes, I recently lost my job. Yes, I'm living alone in an apartment that eventually I probably won't be able to afford. But it's okay because I'll always have options. I'm turning 29 this year. I'm single, I'm smart, got my degrees. I got a lot of things going for me. I have a lot of skills that I can utilize. And I literally have no responsibility for anybody else except for me, which means I can take all the chances that I want. I can reinvent myself and reinvent myself again if I want, because it's my world.